Hey, how's it going, everybody? All right. So earlier I posted here on YouTube that I was gonna drop a video, um, and just pretty much bare my soul to anybody. And whether you take the time to listen to all of it or you don't, that's entirely up to you. And if you find it something to make fun of, I mean, I can't control what people think or how to respond to somebody. Right now, I am mustering up as much bravery as I can to just vent this out. And I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't know what I'm expecting out of all this. But I'm not expecting sympathy or empathy from anybody. Um, so I know that I've had a bit of an attitude change in the last couple of months. You can see it in my tweets. You can see it if you follow me on Facebook. You can see the Facebook posts, and it seems like I'm all over the place. Like there's days where I'm funny, I'm energetic and everything like that. And there's days where I'm like depressed. There's days where I'm just angry and just lashing out. And I don't know what's really going on with me or what's going on in my head. Um, I do take mental health very serious. It's not something to fuck with, really. Um, People should start taking their mental health very seriously because, I mean, come on now. I'm at a point where I'm freaking myself out a little bit. You know, it was part of the decision that I said back in December that I wanted to just get away from all this, but I find a lot of joy in creating videos. And I would say in the last month, um, I've just been trying out, just focusing on the things that I really, really love to do. And no longer looking at it as something that I needed to create a goal. And I think that's where I fucked myself to burn out this time around. Um, was that I started putting goals and telling myself that I needed to reach that or my channel was nothing. And I put those unfair expectations on me. And all this came to a realization. I watch my own videos. I don't know if you guys know that. Call me crazy, call me stupid, whatever. That's your prerogative. I don't care. But I get entertained with my own videos, and it's kind of funny because I'm just like, I know what I'm going to say in the video because I said it. I made the video, so I know exactly what's going to be said in that video. But I enjoy watching my videos. Does that make me a narcissist? No, because I don't think I'm the best content creator out there or anything like that. I just find entertainment in my own videos. And I looked back at a lot of my old ones and how I was, how I approached everything, and I realized I don't have it anymore. Like in my last couple of years, videos and live streams, I don't have it anymore. The joy, because it felt like a task. It felt um like this was expected of me rather than something that I wanted to do. And I think that weighed heavy on me. Um, it's no secret to those who know me pretty well, to those who don't really know me all that well. I suffer from ADHD. I suffer from depression. I've suffered from depression since I want to say about 7 years old. And I'm not trying to put too much family history out there, but when my mom and dad split, it was just crazy how I found out because the school counselor called both me and my sister into the office at the elementary school that we went to in the Philippines, and decided to talk to us about parents separating and stuff like that. And I think at that age, like, I was traumatized, but I wasn't showing any signs of being traumatized by it. Helicopter. But yeah, I wasn't showing any signs of being traumatized, but I think I was. Um, I just think like the way that I handled a lot of pain and suffering when I was a kid was burying my emotions and hiding my feelings. Like sibling rivalry. My older sister used to pick on me and make fun of me, and I would just bury that and instantly forgive her after a while. Um, you know, there were lots of things that happened in my youth growing up that like hurt me to the core, like really, really hurt me to the core. And I haven't really spoken about it too much. I've spoken about it with my family members to try and get this out of me because I feel like it's toxic and poison. Like it's the one thing that's killing me to an early grave. And I posted on Facebook today talking about it, and I was just like, yeah, like I need help. Um, I need to get to that point, like take mental health seriously, because I need to get to that point again. Because like, just to be straight out with you guys, I feel like an empty, hollow shell. Like I feel like there is a part of me that is just gone and missing, and I don't even know what it was, so I don't even know how to find it. Um, how I fill the void to get through each and every day is the woman I love, who's the mother of my children, and my children. I find a lot of joy being around them, and so I'm very clingy to them, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be clingy to them because everyone needs their space to breathe and stuff like that. And so I always tell myself like, give them some space. Like my kids want to play video games, but they don't want dad around. Like understand they don't want dad around, so give them their space. My lady wants to go out and enjoy an evening with her friends. After working 6 days straight and just having a bit of stress and wanting to hang out with the girls. Back off, let her go out and have some fun with her friends. But the only thing that sucks about it is that when it comes to that point where I need to give the space to my kids or my partner, and I start to feel really, really alone. And it's been that way for the last 3 years. It's a feeling that I have, and yeah, I've had suicidal thoughts um, last year and the year before. Um, I've attempted suicide twice, and I would say by God's hands is the reason why that I'm still here today. Um, it's a very tough spot, and then like all the negativity that was happening, or I don't know if it's still happening or not because I'm not looking for it at all. I'm not trying to see it, and anyone involved in it, don't take it personal, but I just don't want to hear about it or be around it, and this is why I have isolated myself away from those that are involved in it. And a lot of that negativity really got to me. Like people would be like, yo, don't pay attention to it. Focus on something else. Focus on what you love to do. And it's easier said than done for someone like me who already has these problems going on in their head. And seeing that negativity and stuff like that, it just brings a whole lot of different emotions out of me. And I don't like them. I don't like those emotions at all. It's very tough to deal with. And then it makes doing something like this that should be joyful for me, that has been joyful for me for so many years, unpleasant, sometimes even scary. Um, and I really, really wanted to quit, and I wanted to focus on my new job, and I wanted to focus on something else. But I do genuinely have a love for doing this, for making content, and especially talking tech, but I also wanted to talk about other things that I'm interested in. And I started just doing little short clips of what I want to share and videos of what I want to talk about, and not really going live anymore and doing the live stream thing yet. I may get back to that point at some point, but right now, no. Um, like I genuinely love doing this. This is something that I guess keeps me centered. Um, and so, yeah, I mean, to those that are a part of the negativity and they just enjoy, um, saying mean and hurtful things or whatever, like I can't control nobody. That is beyond my control. And I can only ask politely, like to just leave me alone. But that doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. And you know, I really wish that people would just get along. Like, really wish, really, really deep in my heart, wish that people would just put aside childish differences and be adults about things and iron it out, squash it. I mean, nobody has to be friends with the other person, but if they just go their separate ways and do what they enjoy to do and leave each other alone, that would have been great. But it's been 2 years now, and it's wishful thinking, and I don't think it's gonna change. Um, and yeah, so I spent the last couple of months. I said I was done with this, and I quit. And I mean it. Like, I'm not chasing any goals. So, to make this joyful for me again, I'm not setting goals that I have to reach. Um, I took that out of my head and threw it away because it was more fun for me when I was just having fun. And that's just what I want to do, is find the joy back in this and get a little bit of myself back and find that missing thing inside me of why I feel so hollow and empty and have that filled back up. Um, so I've been very active on social media, like on Facebook and stuff like that. I don't care for the conspiracy theories and they're monitoring this, watching that. I really don't give a shit. They can watch my life all they want. My life is an open book, anyways. Um, but I have friends on there that I started communicating with. Shout out to Ruben for you know like messaging me on like a daily or every other day type basis. Just keeping in contact and interactions with everybody that interacts with me on my social platform, my social accounts. I really appreciate those people because having social interactions is something that we need. We're sociable creatures. We've got to have social interactions, and I'm the type of person that tries to isolate himself, which is very bad because then my thoughts become very freaking scary when I isolate myself, and I see the signs that I'm going in that direction, and I gotta stop and pull myself out of it until I can get the help that I needed to have in order to assess and find out why things are that way for me. And yeah, so the negativity I've kind of like isolated and pushed away. Um, and it's also the reason why I kind of like am not so focused on tech and focused on other things, is because there's a lot of there's a lot of negativity in tech, right? A lot of people that want to trash talk the Pixel 6. Now there's people that's trash talking the Galaxy S22 Ultra, and it's just like, you know what? Eh, you think for yourself. If you think it's trash, you think it's trash. You're not wrong. But you can't be mad at other people because they don't agree with you on it. I think that's the problem. Like, people want to control everybody's thoughts and opinions, and it's like I think that's like the worst thing to do, So, um, yeah, I'm just like I'm making these videos here on the main channel. I have a clips channel, and I promise you that's not going anywhere. But that's just like for the small shorts on YouTube. And yeah, I'm gonna start adding some daily thoughts towards mental health to get what I'm thinking out. Because if I don't, yeah, like I have a bad tendency to just trap these thoughts in my head, and they're like parrots. They keep sounding off in the back of my head and keep reminding myself of things that I don't want to be reminded of. You know, um, I want to get to a better space in life. I want to get to a better place in my life. I want the joy to be in me all the time and not just, when I'm around my kids and I'm around my, my love. I I don't want to use them as a crutch to make me feel good. I want to feel good all the time. And that way they have a better version of me in their lives. And all of you would have a better version of me making content. And maybe my content would be more enjoyable that way. I don't know. So you may see me from this point on try weird things, come at it and at a different approach. Bear with me as I am on this new journey of mine of self rediscovery, to discover myself again and to find that better side of me again. The one that a lot of my friends from the past remembered about me and why they liked me so much. From the goofy aspect of me, always trying to make people smile and laugh, to the very sociable, outgoing. Because I'm not very outgoing right now. I don't like to go out. I'm more of an introvert now, and I never used to be. And I used to talk about being an introvert like it's a good thing, but technically it's not. Again, like I said, humans are sociable creatures. So being an introvert is detrimental and not a positive in anyone's life. And yeah, so I'm going to try different things. And I'm going to keep you guys updated. But yeah, I am bearing my heart out. So I really hope people can respect what I'm doing right now in this video, and understand where I'm coming from and not think it's some sort of big joke, because my life is not a big fucking joke. Just like I wouldn't want to think of anyone else's life as a joke. And I'm doing this new thing now where I had a bad problem of being judgmental, and I'm not going to fucking judge anybody anymore. I don't have that right, you know? So people have different walks in life, and I'm going to respect everyone's walk in life, even if it goes against my own thoughts. They will always have my respect until they give me a reason to lose that respect. And to the ones that are negative out there, I'm not saying y'all are bad people at all. I'm not. I just can't be around it because it's like poison. Like you touch it and it starts to affect you. And I can't be around that. I just can't. And if I lose friends over it, then they weren't my friends to begin with. That's what I'll say to that. And that's what I've realized over the last month. If they were really my friends, they would fucking understand where I'm coming from. But if they're going to be offended by it and talk some shit and make up some shit in the background, then they were never my friends to begin with. So that's where I leave this video at. Thanks for listening all the way through if you did.